In the Cameroonian city of Kumba, at the Mother Francisca International Bilingual Academy, grim scenes of a massacre. A classroom covered in blood, following Saturday's deadly attack. This student survived.
People were crying. People were shouting. By then, I never knew that they were killing people here. So after they are done, they ran away. Before, when we were running away, I saw dead bodies lying here, some lying unconscious.
Several students were killed and a dozen more wounded when attackers armed with guns and machetes stormed the school. When this parent heard about the news, she ran to find her daughter. She was alive, but injured and bleeding.
When I ran in there and I met my child, she was helpless and she was shouting, "Mom, please help me." And I told him, "It is only your God that can save you now. I'm just your mother, but it is only God that can save you because it is God that gave you to me."
The city of Kumba is in Cameroon's southwestern English-speaking region. It remains unclear whether the killings were linked to the ongoing violence between Anglophone separatists and Francophone government forces. Since the conflict erupted in 2017, separatist militants have forced schools to close, often through violence, as part of their boycott against the central Francophone government. The separatists allege discrimination against the English-speaking minority. The fighting has claimed thousands of lives and displaced more than 500,000 people.
Sad news reaching us today from Kumba, Cameroon, the southwest region of Cameroon. So, you guys know, due to the Amazonian crisis, kids are not allowed to go to school on Monday. Monday is the ghost town. So, kids in Cameroon typically go to school from Tuesday to Saturday. That's their school week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays. That's how the kids go to school now. So, kids in Mother Francisca College, Fiango Kumba, they woke up this Saturday and they went to school, to catch up with their school week since they're missing Mondays. And they were in class studying. All they wanted to do was exercise their right to education. All they wanted to do was learn, study so that they can become somebody tomorrow. So they're in school learning, and armed gunmen just came from nowhere, opened fire, shooting all the children and killing 5 children on the spot and wounding 17 other students. So everybody is confused in Kumba today. Everybody woke up to the carnage and the massacre, and everybody is crying. The streets are flooded with mothers and children. Everybody is weeping in total agony, and all of us are just asking why? Why can kids not even sit in school and learn? So it's just confusing. Everybody's wondering what is happening. All the kids wanted to do was study. Why would you take the lives of kids? Everybody has the right to protest. Everybody has the right to fight for self-determination and fight for anything you're fighting for. But what has the kids got to do with this? What have poor innocent children who only want to study, what have they done with this? The children went to school with books and pens, empty books and pens. These are not weapons. How are they a threat to you? So it's been 4 years since the Amazonian crisis started, and our presidents have done nothing concrete. Our president has continuously failed us. He hasn't given any concrete solution to solve this problem. He's not even willing to make a national dialogue, a real dialogue where he himself will come and sit and talk to the people. Then he just keeps sending minister after minister, to show the guy doesn't even care. People are killing each other just as long as his family is fine, his kids are safe. He doesn't give a damn about anybody else. And this is just horrible. The wickedness which some African leaders have, it will make you to wonder, like, how did you get there? How did you even become a leader with this kind of cold heart you have towards your own people? And today, the president, Paul Biya, and his wife, Chantal Biya, are expected to take part in an international conference organized by the Congolese president, President Denis Sassou Nguesso. So in this conference, they're going to be celebrating the 80 years anniversary of African countries, or French African countries, freedom from France. So what are they celebrating? This is the question I have to ask. What are they celebrating? French African countries are the worst countries in Africa. They suffer more than any other country. Our currency is pegged to the francs. We are giving them money, our reserves, everything they own. They are controlling us, making laws, deciding who is president and who is not president in our country. So what are we celebrating until they are joining to give a press conference? Your people are dying, you're celebrating. What are you celebrating? Your people are dying, you're making press conferences. What press conferences? How is this helping us? How is this solving the matters at hand? So today I'm expecting the president in his speech to address what has happened in Kumba. I'm expecting him to talk about what is happening in Cameroon. You cannot be escaping the things that are happening on their eyes, paying a blind eye, and then you're going somewhere to celebrate the freedom, the liberation, the independence of French Cameroon countries from France. Who told you that you guys are liberated? You are not. Even your mentality, your mind is still pegged to the France system in liberation.
Well, in other stories making headlines globally, attackers armed with guns and machetes killed at least 8 children on Saturday in a raid on a school in southwestern Cameroon. A group has claimed a responsibility for the attack on the bilingual school in Kumba, but the area has been caught up in violence between Anglophone separatists and government forces for 3 years. A statement by the local UN Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, OCHA, has said that another 12 were wounded and taken to local hospitals, while noting that the latest attack at the Mother Francisca International Bilingual Academy was one of the worst such attacks in the region to date. Cameroonian police added that the children were killed when a group of 9 terrorist assailants stormed the school and opened fire on pupils aged between 9 and 12 years. The African Union has condemned the attack. AU President Moussa Faki took to Twitter to rebuke the attack. Separatists have also increasingly resorted to kidnappings and extortion, along with attacks on troops and police and arson assaults on public buildings and schools. The government has responded with a crackdown, deploying thousands of soldiers.
At least 8 children have been killed and several have been wounded after gunmen stormed into a school in southwestern Cameroon on Saturday. Arriving on motorbikes and in civilian clothes, the gunmen attacked the Mother Francisca International Bilingual Academy in the city of Kumba, in the country's southwest region. Gunmen opened fire indiscriminately on children, killing many. Dozens were injured while trying to escape.
People were crying. People were shouting. Yes, they were shooting with their local guns. People were crying. And the worst part was when they came on top of this building. I heard most shouting when they had climbed here. And they started shooting here. By then, I never knew that they were killing people here. So after they are done, they ran away. Before, when we were running away, I saw dead bodies lying here, some lying unconscious even.
The president of the African Union, Moussa Faki Mohammed, took to Twitter condemning the barbaric attack. Meanwhile, no group has claimed responsibility for the attack as of now. The region has been caught up in violence between the Anglophone separatists and government forces for about 3 years. However, it is unclear if the attack is linked to the ongoing struggle between the army and groups seeking to form a breakaway state called Ambazonia in the English-speaking West.
This is heartbreaking, very unfortunate, very, very terrible. This just like Chibok, what happened in Nigeria, in Chibok and Dapchi. Recall that in April 2014, 276 girls were kidnapped by Islamist group Boko Haram from the secondary school in Chibok, Borno State. Boko Haram is a terrorist group that has inflicted mayhem in the northern part of the country and Nigeria in general. The students were mostly Christians. Boko Haram began to target schools in 2010, killing hundreds of students by 2014. As if that was not enough, in 2018, precisely February 19, at about 5:30 p.m., 110 schoolgirls aged between 11 and 19 years were kidnapped by the same Boko Haram from the Government Girls Science and Technical College, Dapchi, Yobe State. You begin to wonder, you begin to ask, what do these people want? Why do they take pleasure in causing pain, tears, and blood? What did these children do to them? School children can not even study in peace. Oh, what a terrible moment for parents who have lost their children. to these evil people. This Cameroon massacre, no group has claimed responsibility yet. May God console those who lost their children. It's very, very disheartening. At that Dapchi students kidnap, 5 of the girls did not survive the ordeal, and one other, a Christian, Lie Sharibu, who refused to convert to Islam, is still being held 2 years after the kidnap. This is terrible. Parents are going through so much. We pray that God would give them the fortitude to bear these losses. It is just too much. These things are too much. Well, that's it for this video. Please stay safe wherever you are, like I normally say. And kindly consider subscribing to my channel for breaking news all the time. Thank you for watching. Bye.